Hello, guys. Well, Christmas has passed, a new year has arrived, and what better thing to talk about for the new year than conflict in your marriage? When I do marriage prep with couples, I have an inventory that I use that takes couples through 12 different areas of your relationship: family, sex, money, conflict, hobbies, 12 different areas. And most couples have three or four areas that they really have a lot of agreement on. They usually have five or six that they're more or less in alignment on, and they usually have two or three that are going to be sources of some rub. And those areas will generate conflict. And that's not a bad thing, that's the nature of relationships. The question is not so much are you going to have conflict, the question is how will you navigate the conflict, how will you manage the conflict. We just got through Christmas, and my wife and I have two areas of our relationship that always present a little bit of a challenge for us. They have for the 33 years we've been married. And Christmas and the holidays always brings up at least one of those two areas. And so we have to really think about three things in terms of how to manage conflict, how to handle and navigate the conflict so that it's healthy in your relationship and doesn't become really a bit of a source of bitterness and resentment. Number one is to actually really listen to your partner, to not just try to do it your way. You know, you've got maybe somebody at work who says, hey, let's work as a team. Let's all do this together and do it my way. Well, you don't want to do conflict just your way. You want to listen to your spouse. You want to listen to your wife, and make sure that you hear her. Not that you're just trying to kind of ram through what you want to do. Secondly is the issues in your marriage, the problems, the conflicts, some of them are solvable. What are we going to do tomorrow? Yeah, I want to do this, you want to do that. And some of them are perpetual. They're ones that you're never going to solve. You just have to learn how to soothe those, smooth those over, and work on them. And the key to that is to dialogue. Don't just say, well, here we go again, but to say, okay, we continue to have this. This is something that we've had for 3 years now, 5 years, 33 years. Let's talk about this. Let's hear each other out. Let's have a dialogue so that you're actually communicating openly about that. So number one is to take her feelings into account, let her be heard. Number two is to be sure you're having a dialogue. And number three is when you start to feel some heat, when you start to feel your temper rise, you start to feel the temperature in the room go up, have a remedy already ahead in your mind. Maybe it's to take a deep breath. Maybe it's to pause for 5 seconds in total silence. Maybe it's to go take a walk and to get a little distance. But don't let that thing bubble over. Let it simmer, that's fine. But don't let the pot boil over and spill out everywhere. So conflict is healthy, it's natural, it's normal, and it's actually can be good in your relationship to bind you together as long as you have some steps to managing that conflict. God bless you. Look forward to seeing you soon.